Hopefully some of the YouTubers will come over here. I don't know why I can't go live on both like I have been all these other times. So, but anyway, we're going to make a fall arrangement. And it's one that I've been wanting to make like all season. I got the supplies. It's actually a replica of a design I did last year. And I just loved it so much. I want to go ahead and make another one. And I had all the parts, and this used to be a ugly. It was supposed to be blue, but it was an ugly blue. It was I don't know. It looked like kind of like a chalky and real dark. It almost looked black, but it just wasn't what I thought when I ordered it. So I painted it kind of an antique gold. And the inspiration for this piece is actually this spray that I got it last year, and I got some more this year. I just loved it so much. It has the kind of a almost like a, I don't know if you call it a cinnamon color, peony, or well, I don't know if that's a rose or it looks like a peony. And then it has this little kind of a smaller blush flower here. It looks like a squashed up peony. Oh, we'll fix that up. And then some berries and just some fall leaves and such. But I just like the colors to it. I just am drawn to it every year. It's a little bit different. If you make a lot, which I do, you kind of get tired of the orange and the golds and the rest. And I like that the more trendy colors are starting to be popular. So that's what we're going to work with today. My base is actually this is actually a garland, and I doubled it up, and that's going to be our base. So, oh, I am feeling much better. I mean, the other night when we were having our group, our Zoom Q&A, by the time I got off of there, I didn't feel great to start with, but by the time I got off of there, I was ready to go to bed. I just couldn't I was not feeling well at all. I hope you guys couldn't tell it a lot. But anyway, I was just out of commission. So, all right, so I'm going to drop everybody down so you can see a little better. And TikTok, I can't hardly see across the room here. For me to get it to where you guys can see what I'm doing, I can't see the comments. I'm going to drop you guys down here on Facebook. There's my hand right in front of the camera. And I found, I forgot to mention these. I had a couple of these kind of a blush or I guess they are kind of blush sunflowers that have like a cinnamon to the inside. And I thought, well, those might go right along with all this. So I want to go ahead and use them. So how is everybody today? Hey, Phyllis. Hey, Sharon. How are you? All right, so let me just kind of get this all kind of straightened out here. And I'm tying, like I said, it was a pretty long piece of garland, and I just doubled it up and tied both pieces together because it was pretty scrawny to start with. It really didn't give me a lot to work with. And I use evergreen all year long. I use it on my spring and summer arrangements also. You've already got a lot of the fullness here. Of course, the closer you get to Christmas, the less you care if the evergreen is showing or not. But, all right, so I'm going to find my center here. So this is about, let's say 4, and so it's about 23 inches. So let's say 12 and a half inches. So it'd be 16, 15. So right here's my center. So I'm going to stick this guy right straight up so I can mark my center. That's where I want my pumpkin to go. And I also have these little pumpkins too. I don't know how much we're going to add and how much we're not, and I want it kind of cockeyed just a little bit. I'm just going to make sure there's no big dents. That's one thing with these foam pumpkins. You got to be careful because a lot of them get kind of banged up just from being in the container. And you always want the best side showing. All right, I like that right there. And I'm going to mark this. I'm just going to put a couple of, what are those, wooden floral picks up through it. And make sure, I'm going to do one more double check here. And that's what I'm going to use to secure it to this garland. Some of the smaller ones you don't have to, but with something this size, I'm going to secure it a little bit more. Cut this down. Just looking on both sides, make sure I'm okay. I think we're good. Over here, I'm going to stick another one over here on this side. So who else still making fall? I'm thinking I should finish up, but I just like the color so much, and I had so many projects that I wanted to get done, like this one. I said I've been meaning to do this since I started designing fall, and I just never have gotten around to it. Cut a little bit more off that. Okay, I'm gonna see what we got going on over here. I'm just taking the like I said, just taking the evergreen and wrapping it around that stem. And usually I end up, I'm just going to go ahead and design it like this. Usually I end up putting some kind of a bottom on this. My glue gun's not cooperating. Let me go ahead and put this on here. Yeah, I just broke my I just broke my pick. I'm gonna have to put another one on this side. Try that again. I was trying to get it more centered in the middle. I think I got a little bit off center. There we go. I know you guys can't see what I'm doing right now, but I'm just gluing and wrapping that evergreen around that stem. I'll trim it down a little bit more so it'll lay flush. Okay. Better to quit fussing with it. I'm going to break it again. Leave it alone, Teri. Okay. All right. So now I've got these two sprays. Like I said, I'm just going to put, actually, let me decide first on the, I still think that's a little bit. I keep on looking at it thinking that I don't have it centered, and I'm right. So I'm going to, okay. But I need to decide if I'm going to use those sunflowers, because I was thinking that I would put one on either side. Let me see if I've got room for everything. think we can do it. So I'm going to go ahead and use these. I really wanted to. Hey, Barbara. Hey, Julie. And I saved these leaves. So you can always use them to clean up the back of a wreath, or let me get back to the center. You can clean up the back of the wreath, or sometimes you can use them in a filler in your design. I got a little box underneath of my table here that I keep all those spare leaves on. Still just not cracked up about the way I've got that in there. I'm going to go ahead and insert my first sunflower over here so that I can get that to lay the way I want it. I'm going to shorten the stem just a little bit though. And then I'll turn it around and let you see. Oh, thank you for sharing, Melinda. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That really helps us creators out a lot. Okay, so I'm just letting that kind of nestle up underneath of there. And like I said, that'll help keep my pumpkin the way I wanted it. All right, we'll come and do the other one. So does anybody have any fun plans this weekend? I think we're doing baby shower stuff. We're going to have our 10th grandson, well, grandkid, I should say. It's going to be born here soon, and we found out just a few weeks ago we're going to have an 11th one. Like, you guys are popping out all kinds of kids. All right, so that's what we have so far. I just got those sunflowers kind of nestled in there. I want this guy to look up a little bit better. Okay. All right, and now we'll go ahead and insert this spray. Need to fluff it out a little bit though. And give it a life. Oh, thank you guys for following. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I think I'm going to cut this. I want it just a little bit more full than it is. Let me see where I want to cut it though. I think we'll cut it right here. And trim it down a little bit more here. So I'm actually going to have two pieces. We'll make that into two pieces where I can place it a little bit more like where I want them. Just looking to make sure I've got this the same. I do. Okay. Cut this. Okay, now we've got got these pumpkins too. You just kind of place this out on and see what I want to do here. I haven't really mapped it out. This is inspired by a previous design I've done, but it's not going to be exactly the same. See, we're going to want that cinnamon over there. I don't know, if I put the sunflowers, I think I probably will keep these out. I think they'll take the place of the sunflowers. But still, we're going to need something up here. This is the way I think in my mind. I'm just thinking out loud here, guys. Sorry. Okay, we'll put those away. Hey, Liz. Oh, thank you, Phyllis. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, I told him we're going to have to slow down a little bit, though. We're getting so many grandkids, and I can't keep straight. We've got a big calendar in our laundry room where we always leave to go out to the garage and our cars, and we've got all the birthdays on there. So we try and keep keep them straight. Okay, I think I like that. So now I'm going to go ahead and secure this. I didn't fluff it very well, though. I wish I could see you guys. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for all the follows. I may even end up trimming this guy off so that I can put him exactly where I want. I know I want that cinnamon one up, snuggled up opposite of the sunflower, though, but I just think these guys are going to be too close. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and do that because he's just getting in the way. We'll save that one for someplace else. Just so I don't forget them. It's going to make it a lot easier to manage. Get in there. Okay. Get all the leaves turned the right way. We did just have our fall centerpiece workshop this last weekend, and I realized I showed you guys what we made the first day, but I never showed you what we made the second day. We made some pretty amazing pieces. I'll have to show them to you before I get off of here. We made what all did we make? We made a 2 horizontal arrangements, kind of like this, and then we made a porch urn, which that was probably my favorite. What else did we make? We made a vertical arrangement. We made a round arrangement. It was a lot of fun. Just trying to get this evergreen positioned where I want it so I can wrap it around this, this stem. Actually, I wanted that up a little closer. When I want that, all the flowers I want snugged up close to the pumpkin there. That's what I was kind of struggling with here. I get all these leaves to cooperate. There we go. You just got to take your time till you get it the way you like it. All right, I think that's good. I'm looking to see what my greenery looks, on opposing sides here. I think we look good. Get this one leaf turned right. Okay, so that's what we have so far. You can still see a lot of evergreen, and we're going to take care of that. Okay, now we've got these, well, actually, I've got these other, the rest of that spray there, so let me go ahead and put that in there, and I'm just going to snug it up pretty close. Like I said, I just think a lot of times these sprays, they're just too spread out. And they don't look as full as what you could make them. All right, and I'm going to put a little bit of glue down in there too. Where did I put that? Just putting it over the evergreen where I attached it to the piece. All right, now we'll come down here, this side. Get this one inserted. Work it out. Oh, thank you, Sue. Thank you. Okay, we got the yellow over here. It's kind of a cream color. I didn't even notice that in that spray, but there it is. But we'll make sure that everything's on the diagonal. Put one on one side, you want it on the other side. We'll go ahead and wrap this. And glue. Okay, there we go. Trying to get all these leaves turned where the right side is showing. Sometimes that's a losing battle. Okay, so that's what we have so far. Okay. All right, now let's keep adding. And we still have these little, I don't know if they're peonies maybe. Like those need to come down here somewhere. Try and get those leaves underneath so that we can see the goodies. There we go. Okay, I think that'll work. I'm just going to put it just a little bit further down here. A bit of glue. here. Well, thank you for the hearts. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. I have to say, I'm almost afraid to talk. You know, I got grounded by TikTok about a week ago, and I don't know what I did. So I'm almost afraid to say anything, you guys, but I appreciate it. Okay, let's get some glue over there. Let's see if it's about even here. Sometimes you just got to step back. You know, being right on top of it, it's hard to tell. Yeah, I don't know what I did. Nobody else knows what I did. Nobody can tell me. So, I don't know. So you can't really not do what you did wrong again if you don't know what it was. Okay, so that's what it looks like with the little peach flowers in there. Okay. All right, now we've got some greenery too. And you guys, this is just off of a garland. I just scavenged some greenery off a garland that I thought really went well with this spray. Because I don't know if that's like a foxtail or a stilby, something. And then it has these little pom-poms and some fall grasses, some fall leaves. And we'll just break that up and start inserting it various places. As you can see, still have a lot of greenery showing over here, the evergreen. And I've got kind of a divot over here under the pumpkin on this side. I still want it to sit up a little bit more than what it is, though. No, I can't keep it up there. I'm just trying, kind of propping it up with some evergreen here. Because I don't want it just laying on there flat. Flat's boring. Okay, so I'm going to separate this out just a little bit. And just start filling in holes, basically, with it. Has these pom-poms that'll add a lot of movement. Get those around this way. Trying to get everything pointing in the right direction. All right. Now I'll turn this around and show you what I did here once I get it in there. I'm going to put one more piece in, then I'll turn it. I want to take this leaf out. We'll just use it separately. Sometimes those can be kind of hard to cooperate or make them cooperate with what you've got in mind. They just kind of have a mind of their own. Hey, Carol. A bit of glue. Okay, so I've just put some grass over here. I still have a hole here that I'm planning on putting that leaf there. The leaf that I cut off. What do I do with it? Oh, here it is. I plan on bringing that down in there. Just cover that up. Okay. That helps my pumpkin stay the way I want it too. All right, so I'm going to start adding some on the other side here too. It doesn't have to be matchy match, but I try to do one side at a time. You know, do one, then go to the other. Hey, Nancy. How are you? Okay, let's see. You can see this is what I told you. This was off of a part of a garland that I just salvaged, and I'm getting the pieces because I like the pieces of it. And that's that string that just kind of held everything together. Okay. And I'm just going to go opposite, or, well, do the same thing over on this side, basically. Not necessarily exactly the same, but pretty close. Just to try and make it balanced. Okay, come over here on the other side here. Oh, why the congrats? I was just telling him that I had we're got a baby shower for our 10th grandbaby is going to be born here shortly, and then we found out just a few weeks ago that we're going to have our 11th grandbaby. We don't know what that one's going to be. The one that is due here in just a few weeks is a boy. We need a few more boys in our family. That'll be good. Okay. I was just making sure that fit underneath of there before I committed myself with some glue. Let's see. I want these pom-poms up where they're going to be seen. I can get them that way. Okay, there we go. Not for these guys to stand up too, but okay. All right, now the leaf. Okay. All right, so that's what we have so far, with the addition of some grass. We're going to keep going, though. Need some more. These pom-poms here are kind of squashing my sunflower. I don't want that. I want everybody to have their own space. I'm gonna trim those out and just place them separately because they're not doing what I want. These guys over here are doing okay. Don't be afraid to use your cutters. Something's not working, you just cut it and put it where you want it. Just like these flowers here, they were just way too crowded up in there. I'm just going to get a little dab of glue here and we'll put them someplace else here. Okay, I just moved them over there where they weren't necessarily squashing my sunflower. They're still not standing up the way I want them. We'll have to stick something down in there so that they'll stay up. Okay, now we need a little bit more grass. We just need to work on the ends here and then we'll be done. Oh, thank you, Cindy. I wish I could see TikTok. Oh, thank you. Yes, this is for a table. Thank you so much. And I appreciate I'm more or less, when I'm making, I'm just kind of thinking out loud, really. And that's the way my mind works. I just kind of ramble. It's like a computer. It just don't shut up. Okay, so let's... I feel like I need a little bit of that grass down here at the very ends. I'm going to put some there. And make sure I've got it the way I want it, though, first. I want to make sure there's big leaves down on the bottom. Okay. Get some glue. I'm just going to pop underneath all this stuff. And I usually go ahead, I wrap a little bit of evergreen around it just to keep it secure. I've got glue, of course, but, you know, I don't want somebody pulling on it and pulling stuff out. Okay. All right, so I think that end looks pretty good. Of course, everything's wired, so you can position it however you like, but... Okay. I'll do some on the other end. Same thing. Get everything fluffed. A little bit of glue. And lock it up in there. Okay. I know you guys can't see the whole thing, but that's what it looks like so far. We just got a little bit more that we need to fill in. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you so much. This has kind of got a mind of its own there. Let's turn those the right way. Okay. We've got a couple of holes right here I'm going to need to fill in just a little bit. And I'm going to be looking for something just kind of short. Which I don't have. Maybe just some of this grass. I just trimmed some of this grass here and place that around different places. I'm going to try to cover up a good part of the evergreen. Right now I'm just going to look for grass here. Okay, and let me grab one more. I can hear our dog upstairs scratching around on the floor. He's getting old and he's ready for bed, so he went upstairs. Usually he's right down here, right by my side, but he can't make these late hours anymore. Kind of like me. This is late for me. All right, I'm just going to stick this right down in there. I've got this one piece I cut wrong. Just fill in that space. So like I said, I come over here. I'm going to go over here. Okay. Just going to turn it around here and kind of see where else we need to go. Probably use a little bit more over here, right up close to the pumpkin. Put that in there upside down. That's the way to go, Teri. Got a little carried away with the glue, so I'm pulling off here while it's still fresh. Okay. So I just put a little bit of grass over that leaf right there. You think creative people all ramble? Yeah, I must be really creative because I do. It drives my husband crazy. It's like, your ideas just are, I don't know, they just come out. And he also doesn't like how you can't predict which way they're going to go either. Oh, thank you, Barbara. Thank you so much. Okay, I've got a little bit more evergreen down here showing. I'm going to grab another one of those bigger leaves. I'd like one of the green ones. I've already got one of these cinnamon color ones over on this side, so I'm going to use this green here. Just put that, and that's going to cover a big part there. Yeah, and you know what the bad part is, my mom's like that. And you know how we all grow up and we're like, we're not going to grow up like our parents. And the older you get, the more you know what, I'm ended up just like my mom. All right, so I just put that leaf right there. Okay. All right, I think I'm going to try to find a few more of those. The green ones. I've got a little bit more evergreen to cover down here on this end and a little bit over here. And like I said, right now I'm just filling in holes. We're done with the bulk of the arrangement. Just covering up evergreen. I'm going to get one on the other side down here. I want the green. I was going to use this one, but when I put it where I want it, it doesn't look right. I'll show you why here in a second. Okay. I was starting to put one of those cinnamon color ones right there, but if you notice, these berries are more of a cinnamon color too, and they were just kind of blending in, so that's why I went back and I got the green one instead. Okay. I feel like I still need something right there. I wish I had something small. You think what I got? Oh, I know what. Here. Doesn't have to be small necessarily, but it needs to take up a little bit more space. I know what I'm going to try here. I don't know if it'll work, but we're going to try it. Yeah, we'll do that. I'm just going to use some of this, like I said, I don't know if that's a still be foxtail, what they're calling it. I work a lot with flowers, but I don't know all the names. I don't ever profess to know what everything is called. I know a fair amount of them, and then sometimes I'll think that something's one thing, and like I'm pretty sure it's one thing, and they'll call it something else. They meaning the manufacturer. Put that down a little bit further. Okay, I like that. That filled in that hole pretty nicely there. And do the same thing over here. It is rather late, Carol. I know. Don't get used to it. I'm usually not up this late. Oh, well, I'm up. I'm just usually not here creating. Actually, I pulled another one off like this, but it's a little bit short. I'm going to get another one. Kind of a little bit closer in size to that one I just put in. This will work. Yeah, usually I do my lives during the day, but like I said, my mom and I ended up hanging out together. And I wasn't going to turn that down. She's actually going to be leaving in a few weeks for Florida. I won't see her for a while. Fortunate enough to have her. I need to not let that go to waste. All right, that one's not going to lay where I want it, so I'm going to trim him and we're going to put him in a different direction. Okay. All right, I think we're done, guys. I think we're done. And there it is. Oh, you're making a wreath, Nancy? Yeah, you got a lot of business to go into right now. I don't know how you're doing it. Okay, I love it. I love those colors. Like I said, I get a little bit tired of the orange and rust and gold for fall. I love these kind of a non-traditional colors that we've got this year and last year, I guess. So, all right, I'm going to go through and see if I have any questions. If I could see TikTok. Well, I can't even reach the camera, you guys. Sorry. Let me see if I can raise you up a little bit. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Mercy and Donna. Yes, this arrangement is for sale. I have, there's a link for my Etsy shop in my bio. And I do put a listing. Anytime I go live, I put a listing and it'll say made on live video. And if you go to my Etsy shop, Adorable Deco Decor, like I said, my link's in the bio. And there'll be a listing in there. It says made on live video. I think it said fall arrangement made on live video. And that'll take it where you can purchase it. But yes, it is for sale. About anything, unless I say otherwise, most everything I make live is for sale. So thank you, Tammy. How are you? Haven't seen you for a bit. You doing okay? All right, I'm going to come back and see if I see any questions here. Oh, Lisa, you're having your first grandchild in February. That's when our next one after this one is due. But it changes your life. They're so fun. So fun. Okay, let's see. I'm just going through to see if I've missed any questions, guys. Hey, Becky, I missed you. Okay, good, Tammy. All right. I'm going to try and reach my camera here to at least see comments, guys. Thank you, guys, for the follow. I've got it so far away so you can see. Tell me how much a Christmas wreath comes out for. For myself, I know I have a full range of prices. We're not really supposed to talk prices here, but if you go to my Etsy shop, I've got a full range. So, hey, Julie, I didn't see you there. Thank you. Thank you for the rose. Thank you so much. How long have I been making arrangements? Oh, goodness. Well, as long as I can remember. I started making it florals, actually just crafting in general back when my oldest daughter was a baby. And, she wasn't a baby, she was a toddler. But I remember one winter in particular, we had no money. And if I was going to give her a Christmas, I was going to have to make about everything because we didn't have any money to make anything or to buy any decorations or anything. And do you know, my kids, they still go back, or she still goes back to that Christmas where we had to make our ornaments and such. And we made some ornaments out of applesauce and cinnamon, and we kept them for a long time. They smelled really good. And then strung popcorn and cranberries. What else? She made some things. So, yeah. But I've been crafting ever since then, and she is, I lost track, 83. She's 39 years old. So, a long time. But after things kind of settled down then, when I was a nurse practitioner, this was my therapy after I got done with work. But yeah, I've been doing it a long time. I've had my Etsy shop since 2016, so about 6 years, almost 7. But I didn't start selling them because I didn't think anybody'd buy them. But anyway, so as I said, I do have a listing for this in my Etsy shop if anybody is interested. And just go there and you'll see where it says made on live video. And yeah, it's been fun tonight. And I just forgot to raise you guys up here. Oh, the pumpkins. Yeah, I know. I know. I was thinking if I hadn't have used the sunflowers, I would have put them in. But once I put those in, really, I didn't have any place else to put it. So, but yeah, those are pretty. So, okay. All right. Let me see if I got any other questions. Oh, thank you for following. Thank you. All right, that's all I have for you tonight. And I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. It's been fun. And, once summer gets over, I'll be doing more evening lives. But usually I spend it with, my husband and I go out and play golf and that kind of thing. So that's where I'm usually spending my time. Okay. All right. Thanks again. You guys have a great evening, and I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.